Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. In the last video, we have studied about the smart classroom, smart school system, the building block of the smart school systems, and how we can use the ICT integrated components, software, hardware, communication devices for teaching purpose in our classroom or in our school. Now today our topic is the use of video conferencing for educational purpose, that how we can use different multimedia apps for video conferencings, and that how we can implement in our teaching environment. So today I have prepared the presentations for video conferencing according to the teacher point of views and according to the educational point of view or educational purpose. Now let's start my presentation. Okay. Now see, why should teacher use videos in the classroom? Using video in the classroom reach children with a variety of learning styles, be it visual, oral, physical or verbal. It motivates and engages students by allowing them to learn at their own pace. Now we can see in the video that there is a wide interactive board, and a teacher is teaching the English subject, and his topic is what is an objective adjective. Now he can use the multimedia tools to explain his topic to the students. Why should teacher use video in the classroom? Video allow teacher to save hours of repetitive teaching. It bring out the creativity in every student. Once teacher have created his video, he can send his link or he can send his video many times according to the requirement of student. And similarly, the student can view the previous recorded video of the teacher as many times as he want to see his video. Second, teacher can use video to give personal feedback on students' work instead of being verbal. Similarly, for this purpose, teacher can make their own YouTube channel to record their lecture videos on daily basis. Now, I have seen in Pakistan many standard organizations, teachers have created their own YouTube channels. Teachers are creating their videos. Teachers are creating their videos by sitting in their homes. Teachers are creating the videos of science subjects, maths, physics, computer sciences. Now teachers are using the online internet tools to upload their videos, where thousands and hundreds of students are seeing. They can download that videos, they can see that videos as many times as they are required. So it is beneficial for the student point of views as well as for the teacher point of view. That is, student can rewatch videos anytime and anywhere when absent or during exam revisions. It is the great advantage of for videos for the teachers that who are preparing their lectures in the form of videos. Next, promotes independent learning, make students future ready, boost in class engagement, facilitates peer-to-peer collaboration. Peer-to-peer means that each students can ask about the videos of the teacher to their class fellow. Student can interact their class fellow, so it increase peer-to-peer collaborations. Promote independent learning. Students learn better when they understand a concept on their own. Students watch video lectures and learn independently or create videos to explain a topic to their peers. Videos help students learn by doing, and because of this, a student's ability to remember a topic improves. So I have seen many times that when you have watched a video, then it creates a great impact on your brain, on your mindset, so you can remember it more than a traditional book. Make student future ready. Students can apply their video skill outside of the school too, using digital technologies like videos inside the classroom amplify student learning abilities. Similarly, it facilitates peer-to-peer collaboration since video assignments are mostly a part of group activities. So it allows students to help their peers and teach them how to work collaboratively. Similarly, videos keep the student engaged longer and actively involved throughout the lesson. It engages students participate more in the class. So now for the online teaching or for the online classrooms, videos plays very important roles for teaching at a distance. Whether it teachings related to science subjects, whether these videos are related to the art subject, whether these videos are related to the scientific simulations, for example nuclear explosion scientific simulation, for examples biological scientific simulations, for example a fighting aircraft scientific simulations. For all these purpose, even medical point of view, biological point of view, physics or chemistry, we can use the different videos, multimedia apps to understand the concept of advanced scientific topics to our students. Best online video tool for video creation. Different types of videos are used to use in the classroom. For example, live lecture videos, video presentation, simulation tools, recorded video, etc. And which is the best online video tool for video creation and video editing? We can choose different online video tool for video creation. For example, YouTube, webcam, screen record, and an audio option to start recording. We can also make our own YouTube channel to record our lecture videos on daily basis. So it will be beneficial for the student point of view as well as for the teacher point of view for the online learning process or for the effective online learning process. Now this is the assignments of for my all viewers that make your own subject channel on YouTube, record your lecture videos in class on daily basis, and third is upload on your video on your YouTube channel. Now see the education and video conferencing in the classroom. This picture shows the basic scenario of video conferencing in the classroom. What is video conferencing? A fully communication systems with screen projection and interactive whiteboard that allow to interact with another location through cameras and full audio sound that connect classrooms in different countries and expand students worldwide. It is a great advantage. So video conferencing solution for education can bring the world to your classroom more simply and cost effectively than you should imagine. It is the main advantage that we can connect our classrooms from our country to another country and we can call the subject expert. We can schedule the meeting with the worldwide international subject specialist and our student can directly ask the question to their subject specialist according to their mental capability, and it is the great advantage of video conferencings in our classroom. Next point is video conferencing make it easy to call subject expert directly into the classroom from anywhere in the world. For example, video conferencing technology, many technical universities were able to connect robotics expert with engineering students for an in-depth knowledge. Similarly, we can use the video conferencing tool for our medical purpose. For operation theater, we can call the expert doctors from anywhere in the world to lead or to supervise the medical operation in the medical operation theater of the hospitals. Now come to the education. What are computer based exam system? Such an exam which we take on a computer is called computer based exams. It is abbreviated as CBES. It is also the implementation of online effective learning process. Now, during the current lockdown crisis, it has great importance in our educational sector. Computer-based exam system. FBAEC planning to develop and initiate computer-based examination system CBSE. This system shall gradually replace the current pen and paper-based examination system with the CBS. Currently, some universities are conducting entry-test MCQs examinations through CBS, whereas virtual universities currently conducting its complete examination system through this system. Now, I want to briefly explain that in computer-based exam systems, generally the paper are in the form of MCQs. Teacher can give 100 MCQs and that student have to solve that MCQs in a particular time. We can say 1 hour. No, for example, many universities are conducting the entry test, NTS based entry test, and we all know that the NTS based entry test consists of all MCQs related to any subject. For it is physics, chemistry, for it is mathematics, English. It consists of all MCQs, and students have to select the best option. And this examination enhance the mental capability, enhance the conceptual learning of the student, because it is not based on the memorization. It is totally based on the conceptual learning. Okay. We have today we have seen the presentation of video conferencing for educational purpose. Basically, I want to give a message to teachers, to all sector teachers, that we should prepare, we should use any video conferencing tool, any multimedia apps for video making. We should make our video for effective learning purpose, for effective teaching. It is a best way of communication. It is a best way to teach, to impart knowledge to the student. So there are number of platform, there are number of video conferencing tools that we can use and we can integrate in our education. And it will be beneficial for students, for teachers, and for parents. So this is the basic purpose of video conferencing used for educational purpose. As the world is transforming, so we should transform our traditional school system into online learning system. And in online learning system, video conferencing and video conferencing apps is play vital role, or is the main component of the online learning system. So we can use, for example, in Pakistan, I have seen that some institutions are using Zoom for meetings, for online meetings. Similarly, many institutions are use Google Classroom for teaching the students, to give them assignments, to give them lessons, for grading the students' marks. But in the current scenario, we cannot focus a single multimedia app for effective learning or effective teaching. We should use or combine two or more than two apps for effective learning in our education, in our education institutions, to benefit the students and to benefit the parents. Okay ji, thank you. Allah Hafiz.